G'day. For those of you I haven't met, I'm James Brown and I have the honour of being the President of RSL New South Wales. I wanted to give you an update on what's happening here at Anzac House and some of the issues we've been dealing with recently, which I know are very important to you. You haven't seen much of the State Council or myself for the last 3 months. That's because we've been buried in Anzac House trying to understand the complexities of our organisation and the problems it currently faces. We've now done that. As you know, our organisation is complex. It has 634 subsidiaries. We have assets under management of $1.6 billion. That's a complex organisation, that's a complex business. But of course, we're not just a business, we're a volunteer-led organisation with nearly 40,000 members and a presence in every city and town in New South Wales. We will always be a volunteer-led organisation. We will always be a local grassroots organisation. But right now, we have a lot of problems with our business to fix. One of those is fundraising. 2 weeks ago, the State Council issued a directive to suspend fundraising across RSL New South Wales. The reasons for that are complex, but essentially we've become aware of an issue to do with the way we raise funds, and it affects every auxiliary, every sub-branch, every day club and every youth club, including those that have their own charitable fundraising numbers. It's difficult for me to be very specific with you about what that problem is. It has implications that are legal, has implications for our audit and accounting systems. It even has implications for our insurance. There's also a legal process underway. We need to communicate to the regulators and authorities exactly what has happened here, and I can't get out ahead of that. But what I can say is it is something that affects all of you. It has to do with the way we receive money from fundraisers, the way we account for it, and the way that we track how it's spent, and then report that to regulators of charitable fundraising here in New South Wales. The fix will take some time, and I need your patience while we work through that. In the meantime, I've heard from many of you about just what a problem this is causing, particularly for women's auxiliaries and for some of our smaller sub-branches who really rely on fundraising every week to do the welfare work that you do. And I know that this ranges from bingo nights and raffles through to catering that you provide for wakes when people unfortunately pass away. I know that some of our members will do it tough without the ability to raise funds for their organisation. I ask you to stick with me and the Council while we work through this and be patient while we come up with a solution. If you are struggling, call the helpline number here at Anzac House. If you have questions about what the fundraising suspension means, please call the helpline here at Anzac House. And we've also taken steps to increase the amount we've allocated to the RSL's Support and Assistance Fund. If you need help from that fund to keep your sub-branch or auxiliary going, call us, let us know, ask for help. In the weeks to come, we will look at what we need to do to fix our fundraising. We're working furiously on this right now, and we'll communicate that to the whole organisation. We're very conscious that the November Poppy appeal is not that far away, and we want to, if we can, get our fundraising up and running before then. But we had no other choice but to suspend fundraising across RSL New South Wales. To do otherwise would potentially have meant going forward that we were fundraising without fully complying with the law, and that is clearly unacceptable. Thanks for your support and your help and the work that you do for the League as we go through this period. The next few months are still going to be difficult for us as we see the Bergen inquiry potentially conduct public hearings. Some of the problems our organisation is already fixing will be dragged to light again, and I know that won't be easy. But the more work we can do now, the stronger a position we will be in when the inquiry and all these investigations finish. So hopefully next year we can move forward as a stronger, more accountable and transparent organisation. I look forward to your feedback. If you have questions, call Anzac House, particularly call that fundraising hotline. If you have feedback for me personally, then send it through on Facebook or send it through on email or call Anzac House as well. Thanks again for the opportunity to be President of RSL New South Wales, and thanks for your understanding and hard work as we go through this period, which will make us a much better organisation for the century to come.